formally Darth. Now just Maul. I will make this quick.
Hello there. Welcome to the Shadow Council. This is the series where we break down and review the latest episodes of Maul Shadow Lord, which is currently streaming on Disney+. I'm your host, Ron Van Echo Channel. I'm not alone in this discussion about the best thing in Star Wars, since for me anyway, Mando Season 3. Please welcome a Dark Lord of the Sith has apparently joined us for some odd reason. I don't know why we allow this. But anyway, Dustin is here from Master of the Thunder Nerds. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Not much. How's it going?
Oh,
I'm excited.
You should be, because you're in the presence of greatness, and you're also in the best studio in the house. And not only that, we're happy that you're here with us, man. And also joining us is someone who knows a little bit more about Star Wars than I do. He knows all the insider knowledge. The Dutch Star Wars guy is back, because why wouldn't he be? Case, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hello. Looking forward to talk about even better episodes than last week. I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know how that's possible either. And then we got a message on the HoloNet late last night or early this morning saying, wait, there's a new episode today. I have to be on. I know I got prior commitments, but I'm going to do my bestest to make this episode. And sure enough, she did. Please welcome Jedi Master Pal is back. How you doing, Pal? How are you?
Doing great. I'm so excited to be here and talk more about Maul.
I know we're going to be gushing about this for a long time to come.
Oh, yeah.
I know, honestly. And if this is your first time here at the Shadow Council, welcome. We're happy that you're here. So don't forget to like and share with your closest friends or frenemies. If you have any thoughts or feelings about this, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat if you're watching this live or what is done as a replay. Thank you for doing so. Warning, this is going to be spoiler heavy. Spoiler alert, lots more people die and Maul gets very upset. And I don't mind that. Unleash the fury, man. Unleash the fury. And Jedi Master Daki gets more screen time. Dennis Haysbert, the All-State stand. Are you in good hands? Yeah, we're in good hands with Jedi Master Daki, I would say so. But yeah, so you've been warned. So I'm going to go to you first, Dustin, since, it's a new school. You're a new kid in school. I just want to give you a chance to breathe a little bit. What are some of the things that you liked the most about these most recent episodes of Shadow Lord? Any thoughts?
Just nothing but praise. And I continue to enjoy the subtle or even not so subtle points when Maul's swinging his lightsaber and it's actually Sam Witwer's screams coming out as it's, as he's screaming. Gives me goosebumps every time. I love it. And yes, I would notice if I hadn't been told that previously, but regardless, nonetheless, I know it. And I'm excited. I'm here for it. I liked everything. Really enjoyed Dennis Haysbert as Daki, and he's got such a smooth voice. I loved him on 24, and I love him now, and excited he's a part of the Star Wars universe now.
I know, it's great, isn't it? Goes from President of the United States to, the unit, and some of these more and all of a sudden he's just kind of chill with the robe and the staff, and he's also got a saber, because he also got to lightsaber duel in this one, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, forget about selling insurance. You're just here to lay the smackdown on Maul's candy ass, and I'm here for it, man. Let's do it. So, yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that with us, Dustin. Thank you for being here. Cannot do without you. And I appreciate the fact that you cosplayed / suited up for this affair.
Yeah.
Feel free to keep doing it as we go along, because Star Wars cosplay very, very good to me. So, no qualms about it. I'm just curious, though, Case, was there anything you didn't no, I'm sorry. Is there anything you liked about this episode? I'm sorry, I was skipping ahead to section 2, but go ahead.
Yeah, I really like how in these 2 episodes, Maul is pretty much in control of every single situation. Like, from the moment that Devon breaks out, he's just sitting there waiting with some tea, and he's like, come join me. He has his lightsaber right there for her to grab when she sees the opportunity, and he's like, okay, you can grab the lightsaber. That's fine. I don't he is waiting for her to do exactly what he expects her to do. I also like how he is essentially says, I could be the terrible person that you've heard that I was, but do you really want me to be that? It's up to you. Like, it's her choice if she wants him to be the terrible person she's heard that he is, or the nice guy that he's trying to play, because of course he's trying to make her his apprentice. But in addition to that, he's also very much in control against the Pikes, because the Pikes come back into play. We see Obadiah, which is very cool to see again. And then Maul just goes there, kills the leader, and is like, okay, you can be the new leader, but I'm going to be the one who really is in charge of everything, and you're not going to bother me anymore, okay? You're just going to do what I tell you. And the new leader is like, yeah, okay, fine. Nothing against that. Really like that. And then at the very end, when he is talking to Lawson, again, he is in control. He offers Lawson a good deal. Lawson should have taken it, but of course Lawson wants to bring him to justice, and it's like, Lawson, don't make mistakes. Don't disappoint your son. Don't just listen to Maul. There are certain things that you should do. Also listen to Two Boots. As annoying as Two Boots may be, he has a point about a way of dealing with all of this, and well, eventually we know where that leads. The Empire comes in, which is a great shot of the Star Destroyer coming in above Janix, and I made a short on my channel again where I compare the Star Destroyer above Janix versus the Star Destroyer above Aldhani in Andor, and the Star Destroyer above Lothal in Rebels. Like, every single time, it doesn't matter where in the galaxy you are, what planet you're on, what is happening, eventually the Empire comes in to take control. It just happens. And I really like how that effectively also reminded me of Andor, when in the first season of Andor, on the planet of what is the name of the planet? Morlana 1? No, yeah. Morlana 1 and Ferrix, local authorities are trying to deal with the situation, but they can't deal with the situation, so eventually the Empire has to come in. The ISB comes in to take care of it, and I'm curious if that's going to happen again here. If in the next episode we're going to see, that I'm looking at now. But anyway, it's just cool to see the parallels in that regard between this and Andor, and also this and Rebels, because the third episode reminded me a lot of Visions and Voices, which was the mid-season finale of season 3 of Star Wars Rebels, where Maul is taunting Ezra in that episode by not even being present. And in this episode, he's taunting Devon when she has the lightsaber, but the lightsaber is the only light in the room. And it's like, where is this guy? And Maul's just whispering to her, like, what's happening now? What are you going to do now? You have a lightsaber. What can you do with it? So, yeah, so many things to love in these two episodes. And speaking of lightsabers, how good were those lightsaber fights? That's where I'm going to leave it. You talk.
No, it's all good, and I'll share my thoughts on these episodes momentarily. But I want to give Master Jedi Pal, who's been waiting so patiently. I won't make this quick. So, Pal, I'm just curious, what were you gushing about in these two episodes that dropped recently?
Oh my gosh, I feel like from beginning to end, these episodes were just stellar. Just stellar. I personally love how, even though Maul as an antagonist is so manipulative, so controlling, like he wanted to he had this plan and he went for it. And I love that even though we know where his mind is at, we know what his intentions are, we still can't get enough of this character. It is so compelling the way that he spoke to Devon while he was handing her tea, while, she stole his lightsaber and he was in the shadows just trying to, control her mindset and try to make her change her perspective on the Jedi Order and trying to convince her that there are other paths. I just had chills all over my body because Sam Witwer as Maul and just the excellence he provides with his voice acting just made me love these episodes so much. It makes me I realized how much I miss Star Wars animation, because I just feel like you probably can't replicate something like that in live action. It's something that there's just a certain magic about Star Wars animation that just makes these stories that much more compelling. There's no other way to describe it. And I very much love that. The lightsaber duels, perfection. I cannot get enough of it. I was absolutely on the edge of my seat the entire time because I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know how they were going to end. I really thought that someone was going to die or someone was going to get hurt, or I don't know. Like, I was just freaking out, geeking out internally. It was just so awesome. And yeah, like, I also think that the side plots that we had with Lawson and his son, as well as with Two Boots, I thought that that also added to the story. I was very like, it was like a punch in the gut when we saw the somewhat broken relationship he has with his son Riley, and how he has been not as present as he could be as a father. And I'm a mother, and so like that really that really tugged on my heartstrings because it was just painful to watch. That he wanted to deliver justice to this crime that's happening in Janix, but that is coming at an expense with his own son, with Riley, with his relationship with his son. And so that was very it just added these layers to an already complex story that we're seeing unravel here. And then when the dynamic that he had with Two Boots in these two episodes, like, there was a bit of tension, there was a bit of disagreement between these two characters. Like, they're partners that work together, and they're on opposite ends of the spectrums of what they want to do, how they want to deliver justice, whether or not they want to involve the Empire or not. And when we saw that Two Boots ultimately was the person, or the droid, I should say, that called in the enforcements from the Empire, I kind of had an unsettled feeling in my stomach when I saw that happen, because we know what's going to happen. Like, whenever the Empire comes into the picture, that is not good news, in my opinion. Like, I think it's just going to make matters worse. There's going to be a lot more corruption. There's going to be a lot more I don't see any good coming out of it. I'm very curious to see how things are going to pan out from here on out, because we're already halfway through the series, right? So there's a lot more that can happen, and it can go in either direction. Me personally, like, the very first thought I had at the end of the episode when we saw the Star Destroyer come into the screen was, oh my gosh, are we going to see Vader? I really had that thought running through my mind. I am really hoping that somehow, like, we're going to get a taste of Vader in the series, because it's very possible that there could be an overlap there. But I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm just happy to get such an amazing show. But I don't know, that part of me, the stubborn optimist that wants to see all these sorts of cameos and Easter eggs, like, I think that would be the dream Easter egg or cameo appearance in the show, is to get a taste of Vader. But we'll see.
It's a valid point. Yeah, I was not thinking that when the Star Destroyer was overhead at the time. What a way to end the episode, by the way, with the story that comes over the city and like ISBs, and I'm thinking to myself, oh snaps, or holy bantha fodder, we are in deep portal. Like, we are.
Oh yeah.
We are dead. So, and I didn't think Vader was on that ship, though. I did not think Vader was on that ship. But now that you bring it up, how cool would it be if we saw Vader?
I don't know. It could happen.
Cross paths and just beat the living crap out of each other in the middle of that ring, in the middle of Janix, in the middle of the city. I would love. And Nick, I know you're watching this, partner, because Nick said this last week during our first episode chat. He's like, well, what if we got Maul versus Vader, Vader versus Maul in the same shot, in the same place, in the same time? That would break records. It would make money, and I would buy more T-shirts.
So, absolute cinema.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did anyone catch the what do you call it? The meme on social media that says "absolute cinema"?
Yeah.
Yes.
That?
I saw it. It was so great.
When I saw that, I'm thinking, okay, some people on social media have a little bit too much time on their hands, but I love it. I love the creativity. And yeah, we should make. By the way, if that's available as a shirt, all four of us need to be wearing that. Absolute cinema. Let's do it. Let's get on it. But no, very good points there, pal. Yeah, for me, this episode was so good for a number of reasons. And one of the things I'd like to bring up is something, I don't know if anyone caught this, but during certain portions of the episode when Maul's interacting with Devin, or he's trying to, manipulate her in the dark and all this other stuff that's going on, whether the lights are on or not, I heard whispers, something that I may have heard in Phantom Menace, like, like whatever.
Yep.
Like I'm like, isn't that from Phantom Menace? Isn't that from
Menace? It is from Phantom Menace, yeah.
I'm like,
It sure is.
They're are you pulling my 1999 strings here? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on? But when I hear that, I'm like, ooh, they're going back to that, are we? Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
Devin in the dark with that saber trying to figure her way out of this thing because it's a rat trap, it's a maze. And she's like, thanks, but I don't want to talk to you. Like, no, I don't want to have tea. He's like, no, please have some tea. You know, it's just Sam
It's
Witwer,
so
can you
great.
Give him the Emmy. Just give him the Emmy. Give Sam Witwer all the Emmys in the universe because this guy just knows how to talk. He knows how to manipulate. He knows how to orchestrate the plan. And then when was it not? Is it Tavaro? Is that his name? The crime boss he's got under his thumb. Is that his name? Vario.
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 Yeah. So,
It was Vario. Yeah.
Okay, Vario. Sorry, I was trying to figure it out. So Vario, when he goes in and says, "I'm telling you, I'm being manipulated. It's not my fault. Like they made me do it." You know. And then you think that they captured Maul. As soon as the hood kind of was partially, not all the way off, but it was like partially revealed. I'm like, that's not Maul. That's not Maul.
Of course it was.
No way.
I'm like, oh yeah.
There's no way Sam Witwer would let himself be captured like that easily. There's no way. But then when they unlift the hood, they lift up the hood, and you know he's like, "It wasn't my fault. They made me do it. Like I'm trying to win it." And then just everything goes to crap for him, and he was manipulated. And all that. I'm like, "Wow, okay." Yeah,
He was a great actor. Yeah.
He was good. Trying
was
to
in on
convince him,
it.
like, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. They manipulated me. I've been manipulated by the system. Blah, blah, blah. And then Maul just comes in and cuts, you know, the crime boss like they did in the Last Jedi, just cuts him in half or whatever by using the Force with the because he has his blade in his hand, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just okay. Can this show get any more violent and awesome at the same time?
I was gonna say,
It's so
I
good.
thought that scene, I remember looking at my husband because we watched the show together, where I was like,
Mhm.
"This is a kid's show." Oh my gosh,
No,
like they
it's
really
not.
went
It's
there.
not a kid's show.
It is not a kid's show. This is not for 3-year-old kids. It is not.
It's rated
no,
PG. It's rated
It is.
PG, but like no, it is very much for like the Star Wars adults. That's how I feel
Adults.
about it.
The mature,
Yeah.
the people who grew up with this property, really. I mean, if you've been there, hypothetically, if you've been here since Phantom Menace when Maul first debuted, you're like, okay,
Yep.
this is going dark real quick, but I love it. So yeah, the scenery was great. The visual, the animation's just out of this freaking world. Like the overhead shots of Janix and the city and the cityscape, like the circles you
good.
see and everything, is
So good.
wild. And then Dennis Haysbert, my good friend Dennis Haysbert, got more screen time. He actually had a lightsaber duel with Maul. I actually thought at one point during the episode when he got kicked in the gut and he was laying on the ground, you know, favoring his ribs or whatever it was, and Devin races over to, it's like, please don't kill Daki. Please don't kill.
I thought he was done for.
I actually really like. I was hanging on the edge of my seat, pal, like this. Like I was like, please don't kill my boy Daki. Please don't kill my boy. Do not kill Dennis Haysbert over this. Do not do it. I know it would be good for the story to convince Devin to go to the dark, but like, don't do it. Don't do it. You know. So I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But yeah, these episodes are great. Daki was great. I want a Daki action figure. I want a Daki T-shirt. I want a Daki voice answering machine pal like we had back in the day. Like, just give me all the Daki-ness that we can get because Dennis Haysbert is the dog. He's the man. But yeah,
Yes.
no. Manipulation was great. Lawson's having more issues with his kid. Lawson is making this mission so personal. He's making it so personal that he turned off 2 boots. He turned him off. He said, I'm sorry, I can't let you do this. I can't let you report me to ISB. I know you're trying to do what's right, but I got to flip you off by ding. You know, it's like, you know, but then when he comes back and the commanding officer's like, hey, and by the way, when you see all the men being carried off in the stretchers and Lawson's realizing what kind of damage has been done, he realizes how, excuse me for saying this, how effed up this thing is, partially because of him, because he was so obsessed about climbing that tower pal over there and trying to get the Maul. Like, oh man, you that's a fada. You messed up. You messed
Actions
up.
have consequences. Yep.
I think Lawson's going to pay dearly for this. And hypothetically, pal, if I see a black robe or black boots walk off that Star Destroyer, it's going to be 10 times better than any WrestleMania we've ever seen. It's going to be freaking awesome. So those are the things I liked about this episode. And congratulations to everybody involved because the voice casting is chef's kiss. In my opinion, and Devin is, we don't know which way she's going to turn. I mean, you know, Maul's trying to manipulate her, but there's a part of her that wants to keep going back to the Jedi. There's a part of her that maybe is starting to think that Maul may have a point. I don't know. The wheels are turning, and Devin's a little mind, you know. But hey, she got her lightsaber back, so that's always fun. Even though I kind of liked her with that red blade, pal. I'm not going to lie. With her traveling in the darkness, I'm like, you know, I know you like blue, but I think red might look better.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
By the way,
I
I'm
was-
just thinking now. What if we get something that we also saw in the Acolyte, where Devon is going to bleed the kyber crystal into red?
Ooh, yeah.
That could be interesting.
I mean,
That's a theory.
they focused a lot on like I don't know if it was just me, but when they were drinking tea together,
Oh, yeah.
and they kept focusing on Maul's lightsaber, and I'm pretty sure they were doing that because they're trying to foreshadow that she was eventually going to try to take it from him. But like, I also thought that they were really focused on the crystal, the kyber crystal inside his lightsaber. I thought that maybe it was going to start to glow red, or I thought it was going to react to what was going on between Devon and Maul. But obviously it didn't pan out that way. But that was kind of going with what Case was talking about. That was like what was going through my head when that scene was unraveling between Devon and Maul as they were drinking tea. I thought something was going to be happening with the kyber crystal, but I don't know. Maybe later on in the show they might play around with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so, but yeah, the conversations between Maul and Devon are just getting more and more enticing, pal. I just want to hear more. I want to see them talk more. I want to see where Devon is going to go, what's Maul going to do to manipulate, or maybe not manipulate. Maybe he's just revealing truth. It's like, you dedicate yourself to this order, and now you see things that things that just gone to crap. Like the Jedi are not what they once were. They used to be protectors, but now they are not. That's like, oh wow, this is gonna get so good and so manipulative. But he's not really lying to her. He's not really lying. He's being, to a certain extent, he's being brutally honest.
Yeah.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Well, everything he is telling her is very much true from a certain point of view, as Star Wars likes to do.
I see what you did there.
But no, everything that he's telling her is at least his truth that he may have convinced himself to believe at this point. But he does make a lot of sense. And you do see Devon in moments just like thinking like, shit, he's got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the time where the scene in the movie that in Attack of the Clones, where it's like, "Where are you going, Master? Have for a drink. I need a drink to think about this. Like, I need to think about this. Do I want to buy some death sticks? No, not necessarily. But still, throw back to the prequel. I know it's shocking, but I can't get enough of this stuff. I just can't. As far as section 2 of this episode, one of the things we didn't like. I mean, let's be honest. This is the funny thing about reality. This is one of the few times where I can say in a Star Wars property or Star Wars, what do you call it? Star Wars project, right, Case? Where I cannot find really any flaws with any of this in terms of the storytelling, the characterizations, the setup, the payoffs, the scenes that are being planned for future, what is it called? Future episodes, right? So all this stuff, I can't find any flaws. I really can't. Normally I'm very good about being, showing the positive and negatives, my positive and negatives, opinions about things, but I don't have any bad news for you folks. I'm so sorry to disappoint, but I mean, what is it? Dustin, do you have any negatives about these 2 episodes, or do you agree with everyone here at the table where there are no negatives to speak of ever?
Well, to an extent, yes. However, I find myself, I just want it to be, I want her to give in to the dark side. I want her to become Darth Talon. That I'm hoping that that's what they're going for here by having a Twi'lek Jedi. So I'm really hoping that I don't know, maybe Master Daki dies and that'll help push her over the edge, or she loses the compass, which is her master, and that sends her over the edge. Something along those lines that pushes her there, because I just want there to be no elaborate reason for her to have Sam Witwer be talking to her again, and it could just be the entire episode of him just laying out the Jedi and how they've fallen and how they've mishandled the situation and how they've been blind to the Empire or the Sith rising again. And it's just, I want that to happen. I'm eager for this to happen, and so that's my hopes for it. But I agree. I can't say that there's anything, wholly wrong with either of these episodes. So
yeah, or the series as a whole, really.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just where I'm wanting it to go. So I'm projecting what I'm want to have happen, even though I'm hoping it gets there at some point. But
yeah, it's a long road ahead of us, man. This thing has already been greenlit for season 2. We're not even halfway through season 1 yet. Isn't that freaking crazy? But hey, that's called confidence in this business.
Yeah.
Case, anything you didn't like about these episodes, or am I just?
I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent in regards to Star Wars things rather than specifically about Maul, because this past week we had the announcement of the one May 4th Lego set that we're going to get this year, which is the N1 Starfighter from The Mandalorian. Now, that's a cool Starfighter and everything, but it's literally the only announced set for May the 4th from Lego. Everything else, in terms of like any kind of Maul Shadow Lord sets, which is literally coming out right now, and the final final 2 episodes will literally premiere on May the 4th, and you have no Lego sets for this show. What is this kind of idea of marketing of like, how are we not getting new Lego sets when you have a great show that everyone is loving at the moment? I don't understand it. I'm very annoyed by it, because I would love to get Maul Shadow Lord sets. I would love to get, a buildable spy bot, or the minifigures from Maul and Devon and Daki and Lawson and everyone. I need Legos, and they're not giving me anything. And all we're getting is the Mandalorian N1. That's it. So that's really all my complaint about this. I don't have any issues with the show itself. Of course I
don't. Okay. All right. So I find your lack of faith disturbing. I mean, well, listen, May 4th is still a couple weeks off. They could drop something in our laps, in the next week or two. Who knows?
No, but they just made the one announcement for the one set. That's it.
Maybe that's
and if you follow like the Lego Star Wars leaks, there really isn't any rumors for any Lego sets for the new Maul show. If anything, we might see something next year. But I'm kind of like with Case. I'm hoping that they don't follow the same path that they did with Andor, and we only got 2 sets for such a phenomenal show. I'm hoping that we'll get at least a few, like maybe a play set, maybe I don't know if we're gonna get any 18+ sets, unless there is some sort of starship that they could, make it out of. But like, I definitely expect to see at least 1 or 2 play sets out of the show. I just don't expect it to come out this year, unfortunately. I don't think that the rumors I've been hearing from Lego Star Wars is going in that direction. And then next year, with the anniversary of Star Wars, they might focus more on making sets for the original trilogy versus Star Wars as a whole. I'm not sure. But I'm hopeful. I think that, everyone is loving the show. I think as a whole, the fandom, the community are raving about Maul Shadow Lord. So I'm expecting that Lego will get the message and will, satisfy these needs of ours to have a Lego set. But I just don't think it's happening this year.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. I mean, I know this isn't necessarily a consolation prize for us, pal, but the good news is there's always going to be sales on all the websites that have Star Wars swag, whether it's the shirts, the merch, the toys, the past Legos, the past Funko Pops, whatever it may be.
I personally, I'm just glad because I follow a few creators who are more into not just Lego, but in the toy collecting community. And so, a lot of them are just happy that we actually have Black Series figures already announced. We already had the Funko Pops come out, the vintage collection figures. And so, they're feeding us somewhat, but I think the Lego Star Wars community, that's where it's lacking right now. And I think that maybe this is just kind of giving the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's a Lego set that they're planning on releasing, but maybe they haven't announced it yet because it could provide spoilers for a future episode. I don't know. But because I'm curious, if they were to make a Lego set out of the Maul show, is it going to be, if it's a play set, is it going to be one of the battles that we saw in the show? Is it going to be a diorama set? Is it going to be maybe they'll build because we saw the police cars, the police spaceships, is it going to be a play set like that? I feel, we're only 4 episodes in, and who knows, maybe the world building is going to expand in the next coming episodes that would provide more ideas for the Lego Star Wars team. but I don't know. Like I already showed my I got my Funko Pops right there. I'm okay with that. Like I'm good with my Funko Pops. The action figures will be releasing, like the Black Series will release later this I think either next month or during the summer. And you know what? I'm just satisfied that they are at least releasing something versus nothing at all, because that tells me that they were somewhat confident in the success of the show. And we might see more, with season 2.
Yeah, that's very true. I just, just for argument's sake, I went to our non-existent friends at Rotten Tomatoes. 38 reviews, still have it at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for Shadow.
Wow, that's
38
amazing.
reviews, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. 92%.
See, there's nothing wrong with the show.
Because there's nothing, yeah, exactly. And by the way, this is one of the few times, very few times in my career where I can honestly say, not just on Rotten Tomatoes, but in my heart of hearts, I agree with what the numbers are on Rotten Tomatoes. Because 9 times out of 10, I never agree with what they say. Never, ever, ever agree. And listen, that happens with a lot of us, right? Whether it's movies, TV properties, doesn't matter. But with this, 100%, I dig this show, 100% according to the critics. Critics, you finally got it right. For once in your careers, you got the numbers right. Because the last time I spoke about 100% was when we were talking about this movie. What was it? I think it was like last year when it turned 40. The Terminator from 1984 has a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is one of the few movies in history. That have a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes with the Terminator of 1984, respectively, which is my favorite of the franchise. For good reason. For good reason, by the way. And later this year, Case, myself, and a bunch of others, we're going to be sitting here celebrating 35 years of T2 Judgment Day. So, more stuff to be excited about. Just throw it out there if you're a sci-fi fan. Hello. But yeah, no, I can honestly say this is. I haven't felt this way in quite a while. When I feel the storyline comes together well, the casting comes together well, the producer side comes together well. Just everything around it is just, what do they call it? Firing on all cylinders. And I enjoy it. I'm in this for the long haul. Whether this series goes for 5 seasons, 20 seasons, 60,000 seasons until I'm dead in the water, I will watch them all to the day I die. I mean, it's awesome. Sam Witwer's the man. Everyone around him is awesome. And the fact that Sam Witwer has gone so far to be committed to this character in this part in this series, and he's actually like I think he was retitled as a consulting producer at Lucasfilm or something like that. So like this guy was just a doomsday Davis Bloom kid in Metropolis. And now he's helping with the creative control of Star Wars. How freaking awesome is that? To live in DC universe and then become a Star Wars legend years later in your career. Not many people in Tinseltown, USA can say that, except Sam Witwer.
He is a consulting producer on the show.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So the man is just, he's the man. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that we're talking about Maul Shadow Lord on this episode of the Shadow Council, which, by the way, don't forget to like and share if you're watching this live from the replay. Thank you. If you have any thoughts, stretch out with your feelings in the comments in the chat. It's also Superman Day, believe it or not. So there's multiple reasons to celebrate, not just the greatness that is Star Wars and the storytelling within Maul Shadow Lord, but it's also Superman Day around the world. So I know. Separate fandom, separate property, but with all due respect, happy Superman Day to everybody out there, because I've been seeing all your memes, I've been seeing all your posts on Instagram, celebrating all the different moments and iterations of the character over the years. Thank you for sharing that, because I freaking love it. Even the old school 1930s Fleischer cartoons have been mentioned on social media, and I'm like, woo, they're going way back. And Superman doesn't look a day over 25, even though he's 88 years old today, pal. Superman is 88 years old.
That's unreal. Yeah.
It is. And because in 2 years' time, he's going to be turning the big 9-0. And then we'll be here talking about it again. So,
I can't believe he's been around for that long. I'm glad that the fans are celebrating, though.
Oh, they're going nuts. Everybody on social, even James Gunn posted about it. David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnahan, who's the other one? Nicholas Hoult, who plays Lex Luthor, has been going crazy on social media. So they're all going nuts. So thank you, Superman Day. But aside from that, no, I don't have any negatives about this thing. So just out of curiosity, I mean, this is what I'm looking forward to seeing as we move forward within the series of Shadow Lord. I just want to see what's going to happen between Devin and Maul, if anything. If there's going to be a master and apprentice relationship, is she going to go up against him? And for the love of Pete, and I know it's going to move the story forward if they do this, pal, but I'm really praying they don't kill off my boy Daki.
Oh, I don't know.
I
thought that he was done for during that duel.
Maul, he had that dirty look in his eyes because when Daki kicked him in the leg, his robotic leg, and it started to piece apart, I thought, you just unleashed the Incredible Hulk inside Maul. Now he's really going to chop you. He's like, did you see the look on his face, Dustin?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He looked like he was going to chop my homeboy Daki to bits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's like as a Sith, that's what they do. They find power through pain and through suffering. And so I'm sure that he tapped into something deep, deep inside that made him, it literally unleashed the monster in him, which was why I was so worried for our boy Docky, because I thought there was no way he was going to survive that. But Devin to the rescue. She came to the rescue, and thankfully he lives to see another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what was it? Maul said, "You're very fortunate to have your master at your
Yeah,
side."
I
Like,
love that.
like I was like, "Oh man, he's saying the truth, but he's also taunting her at the same time because she's got the blade up against him." Like,
Yep,
you know,
yep.
oh, so good.
There's so many gorgeous parts during that lightsaber fight too.
Oh, the
Like,
lighting,
yeah,
the lighting is insane, right?
Yeah.
Pal? The lighting.
I loved it. There's just something about, like, the contrast between the red and blue lightsabers. It's just so beautiful to look at. And there's just something about the animation of the show. It really pops. The way that the lightsaber hits on the screen, like, it's not like what we've been seeing in other animation shows. Like, it's definitely unique. And I'm in love. I'm in love with it. And I know that a lot of people have been, like, gushing over each like every still of the lightsaber duel is something that you could, like, hang up on a wall. Like, it's just art. And I hope that we get more. I hope that it doesn't end here. I hope we get to see more lightsaber duels, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. And then obviously I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when ISB gets involved, because with that Star Destroyer overhead, you're like, oh crap, where you know, the words of Jack Napier's Joker, I'm in trouble now.
They're in trouble.
They're a big fool duel. Like that, it's not good. It's not very, very good for them. But can't wait to see what the results are. I mean, I'm not looking forward to Lawson getting the hammer dropped down on him, but at the same time, I'm thinking, well, you know, if you stuck with your boys, you wouldn't have lost so many good men out there, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
He disappointed both. He disappointed both peoples.
Everybody disappointed his commanding officer, disappointed his fellow officers, he disappointed his, you know, what is it?
Two boots.
Yeah, two boots. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't, you know, but I had to do it. I had to report to your ISB. It has to be done. It has to be done. So. Yeah, that's Star Destroyer. And it's funny, too, because the Star Destroyer overhead actually reminded me of the shot from the opening of the original film.
I was thinking the same thing when the Tantive 4 was coming into the scene. Yeah, I could see that parallel.
Yeah, Tantive 4. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when it was overhead. I was like, oh, God, what is going to... Dude, we are in... And what's Maul going to do? How is he going to react to the Star Destroyer being like, oh, boy. Ugh.
He doesn't want to be discovered.
Doesn't want to be discovered. He's got to hide in even more shadows, I guess. I don't know. Maybe use Devin to manipulate her to help.
Yeah.
You
know, we're probably going to see Inquisitors too. You know, we already know that the 11th brother and Morok are involved in the series because they already released the action figures, and you know, we've seen them in the trailers, and so it's going to be very interesting to see. Like, I think that's where the next 2 episodes are going to go. Like, that's the direction it's going to be heading towards. Like, we're probably going to see Inquisitors popping up. And I always think it's fun when we see Inquisitors, because that's like you're bringing a little bit of Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, into, you know, a new a Star Wars animated show. And I'm really curious to see, like, because, like, the thing is, you know, we kind of see what happens with the 11th brother and Tales of the Jedi, and we also saw what happened with Morok and the live action Ahsoka series, but, like, we don't know their beginnings. Like, we don't know how their story got started. So I hope that we get to see a little bit of that here.
Possibilities are endless. Yeah. Inquisitors. Yeah. How are they going to get involved? That's another thing I'm wondering about.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of theories.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Theories almost as much as Pal does every single week she walks in here.
But no, in regards to the Inquisitors, like right now the Empire is moving in. I have a very, very strong suspicion that Lawson's ex-wife is there. Because they were talking about her. She apparently is with the Empire, and I think that they're going to meet up again, and that's going to be a fun little family reunion between them and their son as well. But in regards to the Inquisitors, they're going to quickly find out through the local police that there is a guy with a laser sword running around, or several people with a laser sword. So that's going to get reported to the Empire, and they're going to be like, oh, well, we have people to take care of that. And that's how the Inquisitors get involved. And then we're going to see Merrick from the Ahsoka show. And there's something that I've always wondered about Merrick in the Ahsoka show. When he gets killed in that, spoiler alert for Ahsoka, but by this point you should have seen that, Merrick has like some green stuff come out of him, and it seems like he is effectively a resurrected zombie from the Night Sisters. So does Maul kill him in this show and he gets resurrected somehow in a messed up way? And that's how he gets in Ahsoka. That's just a theory that I have. Also, because Maul has to take care of one of these Inquisitors at some point. I'm sure he will. Because the moment that an Inquisitor can't deal with it, who's going to be dealing with the guy with the laser sword? Darth Vader. Darth Vader has to, at some point, enter this show. This might not happen in the next 2 episodes, but it will happen before the end of the season. And I very much think it's in the final 2 episodes, because that's the reason that they haven't showed the people who've seen the first 8 episodes, those final 2 episodes. Vader is going to appear, and they didn't want people to see that just yet, up until we all got to see it. So that's the prediction that I have in that regard.
Man,
which leads, it's a perfect lead in for season 2.
Yeah.
You know, if all of a sudden he has to face down Vader and boom.
And then it becomes
Season
cat
2.
and mouse, and then it becomes cat and mouse between those two, right? It becomes cat and mouse between those two. It's like, who's going to get to whom first, and how bloody is it going to get?
Oh my god, I'm just getting so excited thinking
Which
about
is-
this.
You see that? You see that?
Yeah, which is like a perfect like tie-in to the
Everything.
Force
Everything.
Unleashed. The Force Unleashed, where he
Ah,
was
yeah.
Darth Vader's secret apprentice, Sam
Mhm.
Witwer. So it's like, ooh,
Oh my-
this is
Yeah,
gonna
what
be
was the
insane.
character? Star Killer.
Star
Yeah,
Killer.
Star Killer.
Galen
I am-
Merrick.
Yeah.
You're getting me too excited about this. I want to get my hopes up.
We're getting all these hopes up for Pal in our studio, and she's like, "What is going
Well,
to happen?"
I mean, the thing is, it's like I know that I'm going to talk about the Obi-Wan
Yes.
Kenobi series. I know
Mhm.
that show had mixed reactions, and some things were great about it. Others, maybe the execution wasn't the best. But I mean, we saw what happened when an Inquisitor failed their duty.
Mhm.
Vader came to the picture. So I wonder, like, we all know that the people, the critics, the Star Wars channels, like the ones who received the screeners, they got all of the episodes except for the last 2, like Case mentioned. And there's probably a reason why. Like, I'm sure they don't want people to spoil what happens next. But what if there's just something so mind-blowing that happens in those 2 episodes? And that's the reason why they had to announce a second season already, because like the story is going to continue on in some way, right? And I'm telling you, I just, even maybe we won't get to see him, maybe there's only going to be a mention, but the fact that they, like, it really sounds like this series is going to, they really want to take its time with this story. And I don't think they're trying to rush it. With Star Wars animation, they have so much more freedom and flexibility that you might not necessarily have with a live action show. And so I'm really hopeful that they're being really intentional with the plans for the story. I think that they're really catering to the Star Wars fans. I'm very hopeful with what they're going to get to us, like whether it's Vader, whether it's Star Killer. I don't care. I really do trust the creators, the directors, the storytellers, everybody who's on this team. Like, they know what they're doing. We just have to be patient. I know it's going to take some time, but we just gotta wait and see what they have in store for us.
Patience is a virtue, but in the words of Logan, patience wasn't my strongest suit. So just give me more. I want more. In the words of Ren, more.
Oh my God.
Like, I want more, pal. I want more. And here's
Me
another
too.
idea for you. I don't know if this is going to happen or not. This is a tie-in novel idea I had in the back of my mind. By the way, if this happens, great. But if it does, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. This isn't one of those tie-in novels that I need to see. You know what I mean? But if there was a tie-in novel to the Star Wars canon where it's the relationship that got strained between Lawson and his ex-wife and how she ended up working for the Empire, that would be a cool little backstory of a novel.
Or like a
That
comic.
sounds like a good idea.
Like
a comic, yeah, graphic novel.
because
comic
I
book.
think they're releasing a graphic novel or a comic of some type from the Maul Shadowload series.
Is there?
I don't know exactly what the story is
Do we-
about, but yeah, I can probably look it up real quick.
Yeah, I think it was a prequel comic,
know-
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it a comic?
Let
Yeah,
me
I
see.
think it was
Now you got
supposed
me
to come out
curious.
before.
Before May the 4th, or is it like? is it
Yeah,
like
no,
after?
like,
No,
I think- I
it's
thought it was
coming
supposed
out
to come out
later this
before.
year.
Oh, okay, so it's like down
So
this line.
it-
Okay. like to see
Yeah,
it,
it
though.
looks like it is a prequel. So
Okay.
it basically talks
Huh.
about how Lawson and Two Boots became partners, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
And
That's not bad.
so yeah, maybe it's not going to talk about or necessarily talk about what happens with
The relationship.
the
yeah,
relationship. I mean, maybe though. I don't know.
could.
But you know Star Wars, they will always deliver with these side
Something.
stories, the side quests, with like a book, with a comic, with something. I don't think they're going to leave us empty-handed.
Yeah, I'll read the comic if it comes out. I'll give it a chance, but I definitely wouldn't mind seeing a tie-in novel between Lawson and his ex-wife and how they got strained and how she ended up working for the Empire, how he ended up working as a cop, or all this stuff. Just a little bit of an origin story between the two. I would like to see, but who knows? Possibilities around this. This is something I would like to see in terms of Star Wars moving forward. But I mean, overall, thank you, links in the back channel.
I have to share it.
We have to share because sharing is caring in this business. Don't worry. You know what? We're going to do everybody a favor here. We're going to drop these links in the comments so they can check it out themselves. For the people at home, just so in case anyone's wondering, this is the Shadow Council where we talk about the greatest show on television right now. It's called Maul Shadow Lord. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Don't forget to like and share. If you have any questions or feelings, stretch them out. Let them know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. And if you're watching us live on the replay, thank you for doing so. Yeah, I just had this thought. It's like, what if there's a tie-in novel for this? I would like to read that because there's great stuff to be had in Star Wars. There's many corners of the galaxy that have yet to be explored. Maybe some backstories we haven't explored yet. Why not? I think you got nothing to lose, right?
By the way, there's another quote that I also remembered from Revenge of the Sith, where Anakin is like, "I want more, and I know I shouldn't." It's like, I want more, and I know I shouldn't. It's just, I need more of this show. I need more Maul Shadow Lord.
I think everybody does. Everybody does. We gotta stretch it out, man. We gotta stretch out with our feelings. You gotta let it come to us. You know what I'm saying? It's all good things, and we do want to take this opportunity to say, we put the link to the upcoming comic series in the comments. I'm also going to take the liberty of putting this next link in the comments as we're going through this. One of the things. Well, let me point this out first. I'm grateful to be on this set. All right, I normally don't get into the weeds here, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. There's this little word called gratitude that gets thrown around sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't get thrown around enough. So I'm going to say it here. I'm grateful for the show, Shadow Lord. I'm grateful for the show, The Shadow Council. I'm grateful for Case being here. I'm grateful for Pal being here. I'm grateful for Dustin being here, despite the fact that he's dressed up as a Sith Lord and I'm Team Jedi. Which hurts my feelings a little bit.
What show are we watching, Ryan? What show is this?
It's very appropriate.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm not saying he did it wrong, but
I'm rocking the Han Solo.
There you go.
Let me see
underneath.
Oh
see,
my lord!
Dad is a Wookiee, Han Solo, blah blah blah. So it's got a hero shirt on underneath,
Hey, it works. It works. We just But I'm grateful for this show. I haven't said this in a while, but things, we all have our own lives, we all have our jobs and everything else, all our other commitments and all that stuff. But we can come together and celebrate a show we can all agree upon that we really enjoy. I mean, yes, there's always going to be agrees and disagrees all the time with any property. It's par for the course. But I can honestly say that I'm happy to be on this set, happy to be doing this show, and happy to be doing it every single week for at least the next several weeks as we go into this. And we also have our May the 4th celebration coming up on Saturday, May the 2nd, which we're not only going to be talking about those, or the most recent episodes of Shadow Lord, mind you, but we're also going to be celebrating the property of Star Wars as a whole. So yeah, bring all your Legos, pal. Bring them all. Bring the pops. Take them off that giant Hall of Fame shelf of thingamabob that you have behind you. And we're going to celebrate that. Lord knows I'm going to be wearing my Maul Shadow Lord shirt when that comes up because I did buy a Maul shirt. Yeah. And what was that just now? What was that? Is that your Jedi doll? Is that your Jedi doll? Is that a
It's Luke.
It's Luke. I got R2 and C3PO here as well.
Oh, you had that? Let's see it. Let's bring up the droids. Bring up the droids. I want to see this. You got me curious.
Oh, there they are.
I have them posed like that, and I also have lots of other toys on my desk. They're just fully and
Oh, Kanaka.
Oh, Kanaka. Yeah. Nice.
So and all the talk of Inquisitors. I got an Inquisitor over here.
Yes.
Just saying. Just saying.
Good Lord, man. You have all these collectibles and you're just telling me this now?
Oh, dude. I have tons of collectibles. I got
He's got the case
in
behind
my case
him.
here.
Yeah.
I've over here. I got
there it is.
That's Mando, and then I got Boba Fett in the next one over. So yeah, I got tons of Star Wars stuff.
I want all your collectibles, but I want them alive. No disintegrations.
Mm-hmm.
As you wish. Sorry, I had to say that, but we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our good friend Nick from Read Star Wars With Me on Instagram. He actually has a special going on right now. If you go to allsabers.com, which we linked in our comment section of this video down below, all the sabers, all the cosplay parts and components and accessories are now 30% off when you use that promo code that we just dropped in the comments. If you use Read Star Wars with me at checkout, you will get 30% off your order, and any lightsaber you buy are 50% off the accessories that you may want to add to your ancient weapons, and Pokey religions, because they might be a good match for a blaster at your side kid. So just throwing it out there. But yeah, Nick, it's in the chat. Took care of you, brother. We're gonna support you. Support small businesses. Support creators out there who are working ever so hard. Yeah, Nick's got some good stuff going on. He actually posted something for Superman Day too, pal. I don't know if you saw that or not, but it's very nice.
I gotta check it out.
You should. It's great. But yeah, no, we're looking forward to seeing where this show goes. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when the people who walk off that Star Destroyer, like, who's in charge here? Yeah, not anymore, because we're calling the shots. So yeah, I think things are gonna get more difficult for Maul now that ISB is involved. But then again, Maul has escaped death, destruction, arrests, warrants, crime. What do you call it? Crime syndicates, right, pal? So if he can escape all that and still have 2 legs, I think he could get through this.
Hey, he's still in one piece. That's all that matters.
That's right. Even though Doc
His second set of legs. Third set of legs, actually, because he had his original ones.
He had the chicken legs at one point.
Chicken legs.
Were they called chicken legs? Is that what
I don't know.
Yeah, then he had the chicken legs, whatever you want to call them. And now these. So
I was under the impression
Maul goes through legs very quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he goes through a couple of sets of legs.
Yep.
But it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see where this goes. And we're hoping that you who may be watching and listening to this right now are as excited as we are, because for us to come together to like this show and to be united within the Star Wars fandom for this property, particularly with Shadow Lord, Sam Wilbur, and everybody involved, doesn't happen all that often. But
I also want to just say that I'm so glad that we have 2 Star Wars TV shows in a row now that seem to be universally loved by everyone after the absolute disaster that was The Acolyte. Because I'm not going to get into anything of The Acolyte right now, but last year we had Andor Season 2, and it had some of the best ratings in the history of any TV show ever. Not even Star Wars, any TV show. It also, I think, received an Emmy for writing, indicating that Andor was truly an amazing show that pretty much everyone loved, at least Season 2, which, Brian, you should watch that. Get on it already. It's amazing. It truly is. And now we're having Maul Shadow Lord, and next up, we have Ahsoka Season 2, which a lot of people also are buzzing for. Like Pau said last week, we're eating well, us Star Wars TV show fans. I mean, she was specifically talking about the animation side of things, but I just think the overall TV shows from Star Wars are looking great. And it's just a great time to be a Star Wars fan in that regard. And I'm happy that we have universally loved shows where everyone can agree this is great. Where I haven't really heard people complain about Maul Shadow Lord, and you shouldn't, because there's nothing wrong with it.
He's, in the words of our good friend Morgan Freeman, he's right, There is nothing. Yeah, see what I did there, pal? There is nothing wrong. And we're on for the ride. I can't. It's just the anticipation is great when we have to wait a week, and then unfortunately for me, since I have 2 jobs and I'm working ever so hard, I got to wait till Friday to watch these episodes, pal, and that is not an easy thing to do. But
I don't know how you do it.
I really don't, because I texted Case, because Case and I were talking about this last night. I said, Case, I was trying to watch the episodes before we went live to talk about Lara Croft Tomb Raider, because it celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. We did that show last night. It was a fun show, by the way. By the way, thank you to everybody who is watching our replay of Lara Croft Tomb Raider turning 25, starring Angelina Jolie and company, Case, because the numbers, every 30 seconds I refresh the page, they're going like this. Like they're going up. They're climbing up the ladder. I'm thinking.
Last time I checked, it had like 700 views.
Wow.
By the way, that's in less than 24 hours of it posting, pal. That's
amazing.
Less than 24 hours. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid they're all drinking down there in YouTube land, but I appreciate it.
The algorithm was favoring you.
I would venture to say so. We thank everybody who's tuned in and watched that replay, because Lara Croft Tomb Raider was a lot of fun, talking about how great, how cool it looks 25 years later, even though it has some dated 2001 CGI, of course.
Of course.
But, Angelina Jolie has an English accent. I actually thought Angelina Jolie for a good while there was actually British. And for her to carry 2 pistols and lay the smackdown on Evil's candy ass, I was like, okay, I can see her doing this for a while, no problem. And then it came out with a subpar sequel with Cradle of Life, which didn't quite work out the way we anticipated, pal. But hey, things happen. things happen. But feel free to check it out, all things considered. But we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who has tuned into this episode of The Shadow Council. We will be back next weekend. Same time, same place, Saturdays, 3 p.m. EST. Pal, I hope you're going to be able to join us and talk about episodes 5 and 6.
I would love to be here. If my schedule will allow it, I'm going to be here.
No more birthday parties. Just focus on this. Focus on the council, not the parties. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's understandable. It's okay. But I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for joining us. Just in case anyone's wondering, Pal, you're a wonderful person, and if someone wants to know more about you and keep up today with what you're doing on that incredible Instagram account of yours, where can they follow it?
Yeah, you can follow me at Instagram, The Paddalorian. That's where I'm most active. Right now, I'm gushing out about all things Maul, The Mandalorian, and Grogu coming out next month. It's gonna be a great time. We'd love to have you with me.
One heck of a journey that is for certain. Thank you for being here, Dustin, the Sith Lord of Master Thunder Nerds.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
Indeed.
If someone wants to know more about you and the dark side of the Force, where can they follow you?
Right there. IG Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I can be found on every platform anyway, but that one is where I'm most active. So that's where I get all the geek on and talk about all the things that my podcast is involved in. So
all the action figures too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, no, which is really cool, by the way. So thank you for being with us, kind sir. The Dutch Star Wars guy, the person we can't do this show without, because otherwise, what's the point of me living? Case, if someone wants to know more about you and incredible things you're doing over there, where can they follow you?
Well, simply at the Dutch Star Wars guy on YouTube, where I have my own YouTube channel. My review for Maul Shadow Lord is already out on Monday. If you can't wait to hear my thoughts, I make sure to have the new episodes watched and reviewed before the day is over on Monday. Otherwise, you have to wait until Saturday to hear my thoughts here, which is also cool. So also check it out here, because I actually do rewatch the episodes on Saturday before we go live to see if I have any new thoughts. There are a couple of things that I said right here that I didn't talk about in my review, but there are also things that I didn't say right now that are in my review. So you should check that out. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. Sorry about that. Also, I recently started a new Formula One YouTube channel, which is called The Dutch McLaren Guy. So simply replace Star Wars with McLaren. And I talk about Formula One if you're interested in that. So check that out as well. And thank you for having me, and I look forward to next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Cannot do it without you, kind sir. My name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Follow me across all forms of social media simply at And I Quote Channel. We are very close to hitting 5,000 subscribers. Once we do, we'll have a great live stream celebration that will include returning favorites and special giveaways that you, the incredible person who's watching or listening to this right now, are going to be eligible to win. Also, the seasons are changing. We got hoodies, we got shirts, stickers you can add to your water bottles, and swag and all that good stuff. It's in our Redbubble store. Everything is on sale right now. It's linked to my link tree, which is located down in the description below, or it's in our social media bios as well. And yes, just a friendly reminder, Shadow Council's on Saturdays, 3 p.m. EST, and I Quote is on Saturdays, 12 p.m. EST, and the movie watch-alongs, as Case and I were pointing out earlier with Lara Croft Tomb Raider, just turned 25 this year, and it's one of our highest or most watched videos thus far in the year, so thank you so much to everybody who has done so. Feel free to check out all our past movie watch-alongs on the Movie Nerds playlist, which is on our channel, of course, and all the good things that go along with it. And yes, we got more watch-alongs and everything else planned for the remainder of this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a good time to be a fan of anything. It's a good time to be a fan of Star Wars, and we're happy that you're here with us for the ride of Maul Shadow Lord along with the Shadow Council. Do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when our videos go up or they go live, and check out the links in our comment section regarding how you can get a brand new lightsaber and accessories and get 30% off with the promo code Read Star Wars with me at checkout. We put it in the comments. Check it out. Support small businesses. Support our good friend Nick over there at Read Star Wars with me on Instagram. And as always, may the Force be with you always.
Formerly Darth, now just Maul. I will make this cool.